How do the past lives influence this one? How does karma affect my ability to create my own future? Earth is one of the most incredible and diverse schools of the universe. Here is where you can best learn how to be the own creator of your future, a conscious creator. What do we bring with us from past lives? Hi there, gorgeous souls, and welcome back to my channel. And if you are new here, my name is Barbara and I teach spirituality for beginners. And in this channel you may expect quantum jumping, meditations, vlogs, and so much more. And in today's video, I want to share with you signs in this very life that you are having now from your past reincarnations, from your past lives. How can you know what kind of person you were? So stick with me to the end. First of all, you have to remember that we are eternal spirits, living one experience at a time here in Earth. And every time that we come to Earth, it's like going to school. You come here to learn something. So you choose the right school. You choose the right father, the right mother, the right sister for you to the lessons that you have to learn. And every time that we come here, we choose a sex, we choose a land that we are going to be born, and if we are going to be born rich or poor. By the way, I made another video about reincarnation. You may find a link in the description below. And knowing that we are eternal spirits, it's obvious that we had many and many incarnations, not only in Earth, but also in other planets. Sign number one of your past lives: dreams, recurrent dreams. Every night that you go to bed, only your physical body needs to sleep. Your eternal soul, your true essence, doesn't need to sleep. This can go and fly away, can unfold, and you can have every single night, if you want, if you are prepared to, an extra body experience. So sometimes we have those recurrent dreams. Maybe we feel that we are another person, that we feel that we are meeting people that we don't know here at this moment in this life. Or maybe you can go to other places that you're sure in this lifetime you've never been before. Sometimes these dreams are so real, not surreal, but so real that you know that you are having, in fact, this experience. It's not just an onirical dream. It's not just a dream that you are digesting the things from your life, but you are really living at this moment somewhere else, having a very rich experience. And sometimes we dream over and over again with the same experience. That can be a sign. Some dreams may also remember us from past situations from another incarnation, past traumas. You can even remember how you died in a lifetime before. Pay attention to the contexts and situations on the dreams. You may even take a note, leave some paper and pen beside your bed, and in the very first minute you are awake, take a note of the dream before it fades away. Sign number two of past lives in this incarnation: affinity. Have you ever met somebody for the first time, but you simply knew that you met this person before? Although you know, not in this lifetime, you've never seen them, but you feel this connection. You feel this magnetism that puts you two together. You don't know from where this person comes, but you remember them. You remember their soul. That's so common. Sometimes you feel this special bond, this special connection, and it goes so fast. And you think, oh, I'm impulsive. No, you already have a story with this person that doesn't come from this present moment, but another lifetime. Yeah, and sometimes we are born with people that we are so connected. Our soulmates are there, and you instantly know when you meet them. You put your eyes in this person and there is this magnetism. But there's also the opposite. You just met a person and you feel this aversion. You know they did nothing wrong to you, but you don't like them. And why is that? Why? Because sometimes we had these relationships that didn't end so well. And of course, I've got to tell you, you'd better work out all your relationships in this lifetime. Otherwise, you will meet again the same people in another lifetime. Do you want that? Do you want that? So work out your relationships. Times we meet somebody, we don't know who they are, but we know them. We know if they are good, if they are bad, and many times life, the universe puts us together with the same group of people so we can work out on the relationships. If you feel aversion for somebody, what you have to do is work it out. Work it out now. Protect yourself. Don't let yourself be harmed. Forgive that person. Work in the forgiveness. Maybe also you did something bad to them. They feel a version of you. Be extra nice and kind in order to make up for the bad manners from a past life. Sign number 3 of a past life in this lifetime. Deja vu. Do you know that 65% from the world population have deja vus? That's more common than you think. Have you ever been in a place for the first time? You know that you've never stepped there before. This happens a lot when you're traveling. You look around, it's so familiar. You know where this street or that street leads you to. It is amazing. You feel a special connection to this place. You feel you are attracted to. Or sometimes you feel that when you are watching a movie about this place that takes place in this place, or when you see a movie of the past and you see the clothes that they are wearing, it feels familiar to you. It's because you already had this experience before. Sign number 3 of a past life in this lifetime. Your soulmate. By the way, I made a video about the soulmates. You can find it by the description below. Soulmate. What are soulmates? Are two spirits that come together many times and they are evolving and they are developing together. They have this special bond that comes from centuries. You see them and you instantly know she is my love. He is my love. You can also have more than one soulmate. Did you know that? You can find these people that are so special to you. You don't know how you lived until now without them. Or you miss somebody that you haven't met yet. You feel this emptiness, this something, you miss somebody. In Portuguese we have a word for that, is saudade. You have this feeling that, oh, where is this person? Where is he or where is she? And you don't know. This is a sign that you are about to meet somebody from your past life. Sign number 4, your personal traits or habits. Some people are born shy and others extrovert. Some people are born with a lot of energy and others really lazy. A person who was a big general or a king can be really bossy, and the person who was in slavery can be very submissive. Someone who feels lonely may have been in a lonely life or in prison for years. Sign number 5 of past lives in this incarnation. Innate talents and abilities. We see in many families that a lot of people are born together with a talent for mathematics, or a talent for art, or a talent for music. And they are souls that are friends that come together as family to evolve those talents and to develop even more. And sometimes you find kids that are so talented at the age of 4, 5, 6, and they didn't have any time enough to learn and develop those talents. Stephen Hawking, one of the most brilliant physicists of our modern era, he began interest in science when he was a child. When he was a teenager, he began to make models of airplanes and boats by himself, taking inspiration from his toys. It was all based in the desire of knowing on how things work. Soon after, he began his research about cosmology. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. He began to play piano with all the excellence that he knew when he was just 5 years old. How can you explain that if not by reincarnation? At the age of 5, he was already presenting himself in the court of Austria. Blaise Pascal, a name that is very well known in the classes of math and physics. He was just 9 years old when he showed interest in maths and physics, and he's made his first theory then on floating bodies. Galileo Galilei. It's impossible to not know this name. He was a genius without size when he was just a child. And his global success came when he was 17. At this time, he discovered the pendulum law of isochronism and later the principle of inertia. Sign number 6 of your past lives in this lifetime. Your tastes and trends as a child. When we come to Earth, we have a luggage of many lifetimes, and you can see it, kids, the way they are, the way they like things, the food, what are their favorite food, what are the toys that they choose to play with, what were your innate tastes and postures, what were your idiosyncrasies, how did you behave as an artist, as a teacher, as a lawyer, as a doctor, as the boss. Those are tips of who you were. Sign number 7 of a past life in this lifetime. Affinity or rejection for a whole culture. We tend to, many incarnations, being born in the same culture. And that is also one bad reason why you see lands fighting with each other for many centuries over the story of Earth. But sometimes we are born in another completely different culture, but we still feel attracted to this old one that we were in a lifetime before. So tell me something about you. Do you love Italian food? Do you feel comfortable listening to Spanish language? How do you feel about this or that culture? Do you feel aversion to any culture in the world? Only past reincarnations can explain that, if there is no other special reason. Sign number 8, your personal intuitive processes. How that sometimes, without even no information about something, you know that it's going to succeed or it's going to be a big failure. You know things in advance, because you have this knowledge within you and you know how things are going to develop. You intuitive know the outcome of something even before it happens. Sign number 9 of your past lives in this one, your traumas and your fears. How can you explain that a child has an aversion for water? Maybe they died drowning in another lifetime and they remember that somehow in their inner fears. Do you have a fear of heights? Maybe somebody pushed you from the top of the tower. Are you afraid of any animal? Are you afraid of something that is unexplainable? Yeah, this comes not from now, but from a past life. And you can solve that by hypnosis, remembering what happened and working out, knowing that it's not going to happen again. You don't have to be afraid anymore. It's important to emphasize that those fears happen as a result of traumatic experiences, high intensity. Sign number 10 of a past life. Do you have any scars or any birthmarks? In some cases, when we die in a very emotional way, by a bullet for instance, this makes an impression and we take that impression with us. It's printed in your perispirit. It's printed in your perispirit. So it's there and you bring, and of course, The body that you are creating in this lifetime is a mirror to your pure spirit. You can have birthmarks that are scars related to your last death experience. But it doesn't happen to the majority of the population. Otherwise, we would all have been born scarred. Sign number 11. Special excitement. When you read some books or when you watch some movies. With no special effort, you can know what resonates with you. What type of movies do you like? What type of books do you like to read? What type of things are you attracted to? This is a sign of what you were, what you've been through, what you lived. Do you feel a special happiness when you face some scenes or some things? It's a reverberation from your past memories that are there somehow. Sign number 12 of your past life. Your own name. If you have a father or mother that are special sensitive, they can give you the same name that you had before. Sometimes we have a name that is absolutely different than any other name in our land. We think that our parents got inspiration from a very distant land. Yes, even before. Maybe from a past life that we had using that very same name. Sign number 13. Clothes and architecture. Yeah, we see kids that are so stylish. They love to be dressed in a certain way, and they love a certain type of house or certain type of things that you can only explain by reincarnation. Certain clothes, homes, and cultural differences can bring a special feeling to us. How do you feel when you see those kind of clothes when you visit a museum? Or when you see somebody dressed like this on television? Consider also what kind of house is eye-catching to you. Sign number 14. Your ideals, the things that you are really passionate about. All your actions may reflect some process. For instance, somebody that defends peace passionately. It's because maybe they were in war. Your innate passion can say a lot about you and your past lives. Do you feel a special bond or link to historic periods or events? What periods of history do you feel a special connection, most affinity, or make you daydream? A person who was persecuted and killed by the Inquisition, for instance, may have a special aversion for this period of time without even understanding these emotions. Are you attracted to special events or disasters? Now a bonus. I strongly recommend that you read this book, Many Lives, Many Masters. It's a book wrote by Brian Weiss. Dr. Brian Weiss is a psychiatrist, a Jewish psychiatrist, and he didn't believe in past reincarnations or so, but he begins to treat these young patients, and she, little by little, begin to tell him about her past lives and even the life between the lives when she is in the spiritual realm. I absolutely loved it and I read it many times. Would you like to know how karma affects your ability to create your own future? By the way, I created videos about reincarnation and dreaming. You should check these videos now.